Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Speaking, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, sampler review series reviews I would do for the one. I go over there and try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. I really hope this one goes better than the review I just did. But we'll find out. Anyway, folks, it's a super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm going to yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, why wear super cool shirts? I was like, I like super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing today? Boom, it's my Born of Osiris shirt. What, with Darth Vader, Pharaoh, and such, which I like this design. It's a neat design, but so Born of Osiris, they're a band out of Illinois, who've been around for a while now, like close to 2 decades. I got to see them perform live recently. They were on tour with Browning and a few other bands, and really enjoyed their set. Really fucking cool. I'd never seen them before live, and I decided, hey, I'm going to go over there. I'm going to buy some merch. So I actually bought specific merch, specific shirt. This was one of the designs. I actually didn't buy this one. I found this one out in the parking lot after the show was over. Someone must have gone over there and dropped it, and it was just lying out in the middle of nowhere with nobody around. And part of me was like, is this a trap? Am I about to end up in like a hostile situation or some shit for a concert shirt? But it was worth the fucking, I was like, fuck it, man. It's worth the risk. So I picked up the shirt. They also had like a couple other Star Wars themed ones. I'm not a huge Star Wars guy, but I like Darth Vader well enough. Plus, it was a free shirt, so I ain't gonna bitch. But anyway, if you happen to be interested in all the nonsense I was just talking about, I actually have a bunch of videos from that show, whether it's Born of Osiris, The Browning, Rings of Saturn, Careless Sanctions, Surge. Who the fuck is the third one? Waste! Yeah, because it was 6 bands total. Anyway, folks, what am I trying for you today? Why is it hopefully better than the previous one I just did? Well, because we're returning back to, boom, Potbelly Sandwich Works. Specifically, this is their original Chicken Club sub sandwich, which I got on multigrain bread. It is bacon, grilled cheddar, or grilled chicken and cheddar. So yeah, I just got through reviewing their, their roast beef sub, which go watch my review of that, but I wasn't impressed, to say the least. So I'm hoping this one's good. Now, all that said, folks, because it is a sub sandwich review, I have to preface it with just 3 things real quick. Number 1, for over a year now, I've been going on sub sandwich adventures, which means I have been seeking out sub sandwiches of all varieties, trying them out, reviewing them, and then posting them to YouTube. That's the sub sandwich adventure aspect of things. Number 2, I have been posting those not only to my YouTube channel, but to a very specific playlist called Subs for Subs. That is the playlist where all of my sub sandwich reviews go. So if you enjoy my sub sandwich reviews, by the way, thank you very much. Just head to that particular location. I have over 100 at the time I'm doing this, so lots of sub sandwich content. But if that's not enough sub sandwich content for you, maybe you're greedy like that, just wait until Sunday. Why? Because Sunday is SUBday. That is the day when I go over there and upload my sub sandwich reviews for all of you fine folks. So if you're hankering for sub sandwich stuff, just mark that Sunday on the calendar. Typically, you're going to get at least 2 reviews. But anyway, let's get to this particular sub sandwich review. Because at this point, I'm almost through Potbelly's menu. I think I have maybe 3 or 4 sandwiches left of theirs to go. So, and that's including the fucking grilled cheese and PB&J. So, all right, let's take a look at it. It looks better than the previous one did, right out the bat. So it looks like that. And I got this because they had a, can we get a thing? Ha 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 ha. Yeah, I got this because they had a buy one, get one free sandwich thing through their app. I'm not usually a shill for apps, but Potbelly's is actually pretty good. Let's give this a go. You get a lot of chicken, which is a good thing. Chicken is decent. Wouldn't say it's anything exceptional, but it gets the job done. I'm glad I chose the multigrain bread. Gives a little something extra to work with. I mean, I like the fact that this is a relatively simple sandwich. Chicken, cheddar, bacon. You know, all those things work together. I'll give them credit for the bacon. I think the bacon is actually pretty tasty. You can tell they actually use, pretty decent bacon for it. It's got a nice crispiness to it. It's got nice flavor. A lot of times with fast food, I mean, Potbelly is not exactly fast food, but a lot of times with those types of establishments, bacon is something that, they tend to kind of drop off on as far as the quality is concerned. But not in this case. The bacon actually tastes proper. It's fine. It's not, I'll say this, it's better than the roast beef sub by a fair amount. I wouldn't say it's anything spectacular. It's definitely not a highlight from the Potbelly menu, in my opinion. But there's something to be said for it. It's a fairly humble sandwich. It's not trying to go out of its way to thrill you or throw any surprises at you. It's just a decent sub sandwich. Chicken is okay. I think I said that before. Yeah. I think the good thing is they give you lots of chicken. The bad thing is that the chicken itself, not bad chicken, but it definitely doesn't stand out. It's not really solid, really good chicken. So it's kind of, somewhere in the middle. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, I wish that I could say that it's a really great sandwich, because for one thing, that I'd be eating a really great sandwich. But on top of that, I like to be positive with my reviews, and I like to, I like Potbelly well enough. But yeah, I think part of the problem is that, I've reviewed so many of their sandwiches now. I've kind of gotten to the point where, a lot of the sandwiches that I'm reviewing are their more bare bones ones, and those are the ones where I don't think they're quite as strong. I think that, and I mentioned this in my previous review, I think they benefit when, they have, lots of ingredients that they can amp up the flavor with. Whereas, conversely, with something like this, only 3 ingredients, it's just very okay. I'll say this, as a critique, I would have liked a lot more cheddar. I think that would have helped it out a lot. Because you don't get a ton of cheddar. I think more cheddar definitely would have helped the overall presentation, but there's pros and cons to it. Chicken is kind of meh. The bread is good. Multigrain bread is solid enough. The bacon is definitely the best aspect, and the cheddar, I think it would have been fine, but it just needed more. Yeah. It works, but it's nothing spectacular. All that said, though, 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Probably not, and kinda, I guess. So, for me, if there's any benefit to being almost done with the Potbelly menu as far as reviews are concerned, it's that I can start ordering the sandwiches that I really like from Potbelly. Which, I'm more than happy to try out all their stuff. But there's definitely certain standout items for me that I really like. This isn't one of them, but it's not horrible or anything. I think, though, if I were choosing in a non-review setting, this one wouldn't be one that I would go for again. Even though it's not terrible or anything, it's just kind of okay. And by the same token, if I'm recommending it, it's not bad. But again, there's just certain things I feel like they could have done a little bit better with it that would have made it overall better. Again, it's not terrible if you're looking at it on the menu, but it definitely could have been better. Sorry, Potbelly. I'm always rooting for you. I believe you're an Illinois brand, if I'm not mistaken. I think Potbelly comes from Illinois. I guess technically that means that they should be part of my Sampler Platter Local Love playlist. I might have to add that in. Anyway. 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of the month, spend this rest of your folks. Go have yourselves a truly proper, really good sub sandwich task to the rest of your life. Because, I mean, and folks, you could watch my playlist if you want, the best sub sandwich suggestions ever. I'm just saying. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do all the time, I know I can't do all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. Try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. At the end of the day, folks, life can be just shitty and bullshit, and sometimes you just got to deal with it. When you have to deal with it, take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, the thing for me today, after I get done with this review and finish eating that part of my sandwich, I'm going to go to the Dollar General. I'm going to see if they have any more of that, or if they have any more of that Berry RC, which, by the way, I reviewed that. Go look it up. I'm hoping they still do, because I think that was a limited time thing. And then I'm going to go to Jewel, and I'm going to see if they have some Dean's Eggnog, because I'm thinking about doing an eggnog special for the holidays. And, yeah, I'm still fucking trying to find the Dean stuff. That's, like, my go-to. Anyway, but hopefully whatever eggnog and or RC Cola variant you're looking for, I hope you find in your daily life. Okay? Bye.